Loss is a quiet teacher that nobody prepares you for. I lost friends, loved ones, and moments I thought would last forever. Old age teaches that grief is not linear. It comes in waves and whispers. Some days you feel numb, other days the pain hits like a tidal wave. I learned that loss does not mean forgetting. It means carrying memories differently. I cried in ways I never imagined, yet I survived every tear. Loss teaches empathy, patience, and the beauty of presence. Even empty chairs at the table remind you of love that shaped your life. I began honoring lost loved ones through memories and stories. Old age teaches that remembrance is a form of immortality. I started journaling conversations I wished I had, just to preserve their essence. I learned to forgive others because holding resentment only amplifies grief. I cherish the laughter shared more than I mourn the absence. Loss reminds you that life is fragile and moments are fleeting. I stopped postponing love or apologies because tomorrow is not guaranteed. I learned that grief is proof of depth, not weakness. I began helping others navigate their losses with empathy and care. Old age teaches that teaching and guiding can heal both giver and receiver. I realized that loss shapes character and clarifies priorities. I treasure moments of connection with living loved ones even more. Loss taught me to celebrate life while it's happening. I stopped taking people for granted because every presence is temporary. I began creating traditions to honor those who are gone. Rituals, letters, and memories became lifelines for my heart. Loss teaches humility, reminding you of the fleeting nature of existence. I started embracing emotions fully instead of suppressing them. I learned that sorrow shared is sorrow halved. Old age teaches that grief is natural and it can coexist with joy. I value honesty in expressing feelings, even if they are painful. I stopped pretending to be okay when I wasn't. Authenticity became freedom. Loss taught me resilience, showing that the heart can heal and expand. I began volunteering, helping others who are grieving, turning pain into purpose. Old age shows that life's richness comes from love, not accumulation. I celebrate memories as living parts of my present experience. I honor stories, photographs, and keepsakes that carry their presence. Loss teaches gratitude for time, attention, and shared moments. I learned to say goodbye with love rather than regret. Even in absence, their impact remains, shaping who I am today. Old age teaches that every loss carries lessons if you listen carefully. I became more patient, understanding, and compassionate with others. I cherish small gestures, realizing how fleeting and precious they are. Loss taught me to embrace life fully, without hesitation or fear. I started noticing beauty in ordinary moments that used to pass unnoticed. I learned that grief is part of love, proof that you care deeply. Old age shows that healing is not forgetting, but integration. I carry lessons of love, patience, and presence forward every day. Loss taught me to celebrate the living while honoring the past. I began savoring conversations, meals, and laughter without delay. Even silence became sacred, a space to honor memory and reflection. Old age teaches that resilience is built through enduring grief gracefully. I started telling stories of lost loved ones, passing wisdom to younger generations. I realized that sharing their legacy keeps their spirit alive. Loss taught me that vulnerability is strength, not weakness. I began forming connections with empathy and intentionality. Old age shows that emotional depth is a form of wisdom. I learned that grief does not disappear. It transforms into insight. I stopped fearing sorrow, knowing it signals love and experience. I embrace tears as proof of a life fully felt. Loss taught me to appreciate health, relationships, and fleeting moments. I started savoring morning light, evening wind, and quiet nights. Old age teaches that nothing should be taken for granted. I began slowing down, noticing small miracles in daily life. I learned that healing comes gradually, with patience and care. Loss taught me to value forgiveness and closure in relationships. I started mending bonds I once neglected for peace and continuity. Old age shows that even pain can be transformed into purpose. I focus on living intentionally, honoring those I have lost. I learned that sorrow and joy coexist, enriching the human experience. I started practicing gratitude daily, even for small moments. Loss taught me to embrace impermanence and beauty simultaneously. I noticed sunsets, smiles, and laughter as treasures to hold dearly. Old age teaches that memory is a bridge connecting past, present, and future. I began mentoring younger people, passing lessons learned from my losses. I realized that grief teaches humility, wisdom, and compassion. I celebrate life by fully engaging in moments that matter. Loss taught me to prioritize love over trivial concerns or material gain. I value relationships more than recognition or accolades. Old age teaches that every goodbye carries an opportunity for reflection. I began appreciating the richness of ordinary life. I learned that sorrow and joy are intertwined, inseparable, and profound. Loss taught me patience, resilience, and depth of feeling. I embrace life fully, honoring the lessons of every absence. Old age teaches that living consciously is the greatest tribute to those lost. I treasure moments, stories, and shared laughter as my most valuable inheritance. Loss reminds me that love persists beyond presence and time. I hold memories close, letting them guide how I live today. Old age teaches that pain, once accepted, can transform into insight and gratitude. I live intentionally, embracing joy, sorrow, and connection fully. Loss taught me that every moment matters, and I cherish them fiercely. I celebrate love, honor memory, and cultivate meaning every day.